Alright guys, today I got a really simple, very fast fly for you guys that'll catch fish just about anywhere. I've used this for anything from little panfish like bluegill and crappie, all the way up to trophy rainbow trout and brown trout in various tailwaters of Colorado and other rivers throughout the year. This is called the zebra midge, if you couldn't tell by the name of the video, but this thing only has a few components to it, so you can tie this both weightless and weighted. I prefer weighted just because I fish a lot of pocket water here in our freestone streams and in our tailwaters, and I need a fly that'll get down and stay down in the strike zone as long as possible. So I went ahead and put a silver bead to match the fly. You're going to see that this fly is composed of just black and silver, and so I went ahead and put a silver bead on the front of this 18 curved shank hook, curved style hook of course. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So I got some A-dot uni thread in black. I'm gonna go ahead and start my thread and make sure that that bead stays up front. Go ahead and get my thread started and trim off my excess once I could find my scissors, at least, because there we are. Boom. I went ahead and trimmed off a piece of wire right there as well. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and build the taper to this body. Best way to build a tapered body is to start by going down the fly a third of the way and going back to the front. On your next way down, go 2/3 of the way down and go back up to the bead. And then go all the way down to where you're going to start with your material. So I'm going to go 3/3 of the way down essentially, which is about just after the bend of the hook starts. So you can see my thread is frayed actually right now, so I'm going to go ahead and get past this frayed thread just because I don't want it to break on me while I'm trying to tie in the wire. I'm going to go ahead and skip all of that frayed thread. Go right back to where I was. Now we have good thread to work with. I'm not too worried about all of this fuzz right here, just because I'm going to end up covering up pretty much the entire body with another layer of thread anyways. So here I got some silver wire, and when I tie in wire with a beaded fly, a beaded nymph, I usually put the end of the wire right into the bead just to give me plenty of material to tie onto. And I also feel like it gives the bead a little bit of a backbone to help keep it where it's supposed to sit. And so right now I'm just going to clean up the body because I did have all of those fuzzies off of the frayed thread. Come back down all the way, and I'll do a wrap underneath the wire, just 1 or 2 wraps underneath it, and go ahead and work my way back forward. And always counter wrap your thread, so you go in the opposite direction that your thread wraps are going. What that does is, if you have a dubbing body or really anything on the body, the counter wrapped wire will actually lock it in place and make sure it doesn't go anywhere. Gives it a lot more backbone, a lot more structure to it. Your flies will last a lot longer doing that. And so I'm going to go ahead and tie off the wire now since I'm at the front. Like so. And like all wire, you can go ahead and spin it off. That one fought me a little bit right there, but we'll go ahead and clean up right over where that wire snipped off. Now I'm going to whip finish. I'm trying to do this in front of the camera, so bear with me. Don't have much room to play. Boom. Got a whip finished. I always like to sink that whip finish down, make sure it's really locked into place. Now I'm going to take some thin UV resin, whatever brand you prefer. I'm going to go ahead and take a drop. Nice, wow, that is way too much. Pick up some of that. Must have had pressure built up in it. And I'm gonna take a scrap piece of wire. I normally have a bobbin needle to do this, but I do not right now. All I'm doing is spreading that UV resin around, coating the entire body. And there's quite a bit of extra, so I'm going to go ahead and rub that off. Like so. Hit it with the UV light. And you know it's cured when you could touch it and it's no longer tacky. Like so. That's good to go right there. And so that is a zebra midge. Very simple, very straightforward, very few materials. You can whip up a dozen of these in just a few minutes, 10 minutes literally. Once you get the hang of it and you get a groove going, this fly takes no time at all and it catches fish everywhere. Literally everywhere. I've caught some of my biggest fish on this fly and different variations of this fly, so I highly recommend you guys go out there and try it out. If you do and you have some luck, make sure to let me know. Follow me on Instagram at jerkbait_pro and send me a DM. Let me see some of those fish you guys caught on this fly. But until then, I'll see you guys on Friday when I drop the next video.